you have a situation where obviously it's because of how taxing it is, you want to avoid anything that involves physical energy. So you could have the best date of your life and have a situation where you're about to have sex and be thinking, well, I don't really want to have sex just because of the energy involved. Now, all these things, it gets into, it taxes all that stuff. You feel it. And I never like, with all the exercise, with everything, it used to annoy me, so I always used to push through it, and I always kept pushing through it. It never limited my life, like, never really stopped me. Like, there's a couple of nights I thought I don't really want to go out, and but I always went in the end, and I always kept going, because I always had this attitude of, do you know what, screw it, I only live once. I can't have this stopping me from living my life. I've got to live my life regardless of all this. So I still did everything, but there was a lot of time during the days where I just used to work with a laptop on my back, just with a laptop balanced on my chest, working like that, because I thought, this is the most comfortable position to be in. I spent a long time like that, working like that for a long time. I'm talking quite a lot of years like that, on and off, that being the sort of structure of my life. So, you know, I do know exactly what that feeling feels like, and how sort of hopeless and alone you start to feel with that, and think, can I ever get better? And that was like that. And then I started to notice it was an illusion, this fatigue. It was an illusion. At first I thought, well, maybe it's because like I'd had a few beers or something when I'd gone out, so that had broken the cycle. But then I went out on nights out without the few beers, and noticed it was breaking up, and I could see that I wasn't fatigued. And then that came with other symptoms. You know, it's like you become more resistant to things. You become more aware. A lot of things neurological in the body, lots of things, even outside of anxiety that we do. A lot of things can be psychological on some level, just how the effect is exaggerated. And so physical symptoms as well used to just come and go very quickly. Like one day, terrible eczema, 2 days later, gone. I used to think, what's happening to my body? How is this all happening? How's things breaking down? How, like, 1 minute can I be like this, and the next minute is completely different? So it got me like that all the time, and I was thinking, what the hell is going on with so many things? 1 minute sweating, like I'd be sitting in a restaurant, and I'd be having dinner with friends, and I'd think, God, I feel my heart's beating so fast. I'm really sweating. I can feel my legs and back and everything sweating. Then distracted in the conversation, all gone. And I would think, how the hell has that happened? How can I be fine right now, where an hour ago I was feeling all these physical symptoms? And that's what OCD is like. It changes so much that it can we 1 minute we think we're like in the worst situation, the worst our OCD's ever been. I had many times like that where I thought, oh my God, I'm in the worst time now with my OCD I've ever been in. This is the worst I've ever been. And then literally a day later, I think, I'm literally the best I've ever been. I think I didn't even have it. That's what it's like. Like 1 minute you can think, this is the worst I've ever been in my whole life. And the next minute, I don't think I've even had it.